Hi, this is Brian Westover with PC Mag, bringing you our virtual coverage of CES 2022. Today we're meeting with MSI. We're working with Clifford Chun, product manager at MSI, and he's got some really cool stuff to show us. We're going to start with MSI's gaming gear. We've got some fantastic new things to look at. Cliff, why don't you show us what we have?
All right. Well, thank you for having MSI. So right in front of me in here is the new design. This is our new Stealth GS77. So as you can see, we are trying to keep the very subtle low key tone, all black, kind of hidden the dragon logo in the front. But we do design with the new hinge. The new hinge in here is going to be at least doubled the strength comparing to the previous editions. We are also continuing to have a lot of different panel options all the way up to a 4K or, for example, 360 Hertz Full HD panel. On the keyboard side, we extended the touchpad quite a bit because some end users have been asking us that they want a taller touchpad on a gaming keyboard. So that's why we go ahead and add that. We still continue to have a per key RGB. And also the new cool things is the speakers. Over in here, as you can see, it's upfront speakers, but it's not only a 2 speakers design. This is an actual 6 speakers design. So we have a 1 speakers upfront and 1 subwoofers upfront, 1 subwoofer down bottoms on each side. So a total of 6 speakers in there. Bottom wise, as you can see, is a very clean design with a lot of cooling, and you can see a lot of heat pipes. So the cooling portion, we also have a little bit difference. So in our Stealth GS77 and alongside with our Raider GE series, we are using a new cooling technologies inside our Core i9 series, what we call the phase change liquid metal pad. So it is a very unique product that it's when the unit is running and it's getting hot, the thermal pad will become liquid metal. But when you're not using it and it's cooled down, it will go back to a solid metal. So that way you have all the benefits of all the liquid metal pad, while you don't have any of the crystallizations or leakage problems or any other problems that you might have faced in liquid metal. So that is one of the very cool things that we are introducing in here. Obviously, we're still keeping the 99.9 hour watt-hour battery into the laptop. So you have the longest battery that you could go around with you, alongside with a lot of different ports, because a lot of people do use this for work or so. So we're actually adding a webcam lock in here, audio, USBs, and then the other side, we also have the SD card and the USB-C, and then we're keeping the more essentials, mostly plugged in stuff like the power, Ethernet, and HDMI port on the back. So the cables wouldn't be on your way if you're using it on whichever side that you have.
That's awesome. So you've got the physical switch for the webcam. What resolution does that go up to, the webcam?
The webcam is actually a full HD. It's an infrared HR, so it also have the Windows hellos and a lot of different features as well.
Very cool.
Yep.
And so under the hood, what are we looking at in terms of processing and graphics hardware?
All right, so CPU wise, we can push it all the way to Core i9. Obviously, is the new Alder Lake. And the GPU wise, this can also push all the way up to a 3080 Ti.
Wow, that should be pretty impressive once you get it going.
Yep, that's basically we want to provide the top of the line experience for people, even they want a thin light design in here.
And is memory being upgraded as well?
Yep, memory. This one will also have the DDR5, hence because we do have the new Alder Lake. So with this, we are experiencing a lot faster technologies as well, and also it's have the GPU can also directly communicate off from the memory so that it will go even faster.
Whew. It's going to be fun to play around with when we get it into the lab.
Yeah, definitely. We have been playing around with this and we are very happy with it so far.
Very cool. Yeah. Do you know when we can expect to actually see it hit shelves?
Yeah, so this one will be able to pre-order in January 25th. And then it will be shipping to everybody by February 1st.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to that. But I see you've got another machine right there next to you.
Yep. So every year we do have a special edition. Sometimes we do the Dragon editions, but this year we co-work with Rainbow Six. So Rainbow Six is coming out with the new game, and hence the new features that we're doing with them, the extraction. So you can see that we have the Rainbow Six logo in here, and underneath it that you can't really tell is a LA map because the game is actually take place in LA. And then obviously wallpaper plus a lot of different accessories along with it. The keyboard itself, we keeping the whole yellow bluish teal tone that the game is coming. The WASD is a complete clear key alongside with all the cool designs as well in the unit. So this one is our 6 editions, our Crosshair 15.
Very cool. And what sort of hardware options are available on that?
This one will go a 3070 or 3060s options. Also, this one will also can go up to a Core i9 as well.
Okay. All right. I love that color scheme. That yellow really pops.
Yeah, this is not for everybody, but for people who really want to show off, what's cool about this, because usually our special editions, we only make a very small patch. So people will fight and try to, get a hold of this and try to show off with their friends.
Very cool. And will that be available for pre-order? Or is that first come, first served once it's ready?
This one will also be ready by pre-order. But as I say, there's a limited quantity. So, if you can get a hold of it, make sure you place the pre-order right away.
Very cool. All right. Well, Clifford, thank you so much. We appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you for having us.
And we here at PC Mag will be looking at all of these plus other MSI models as soon as they're available, once we get them in for review. We're PC Mag. This is CES 2022, and we hope you come back to learn more.